Hello.
Hi.
I'm here with my friend.
Misty Landschaft.
Yeah. And we have some old slow cameras today.
But we're young people.
But we're fast young people. And actually, so what we're going to do is we're going to go today and document a demonstration that's happening in Frankfurt today with some corona deniers, or some people that are protesting at least the measures of the corona lockdown in Germany. I don't know if you can really say that they're all corona deniers, actually.
Well, they love fast fake news, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it's old slow cameras versus fast fake news.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, what do you got there?
Okay, I got a very old Ikoflex. Let's get that in, maybe? I don't know. No, it's not all in focus. Anyway, it's an old Ikoflex from about 1936, 7, 8, 9.
It was also a good time in Germany.
Yes, what a time to be alive. Especially today, when probably people of this age, well, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, about the camera, it's a 3.5 aperture lens, so it's like yours, right?
Yep.
This
And
is
is
a
yours a
Rolleicord.
75 also?
Yes.
Yeah. So so it's exactly the same.
Yeah, especially the manufacturer, of course, and it's quite funny because it has like this distancing lever you can, which I kind of like. It's very special for this camera, and the rest is just the usual TLR stuff. It's a bit not like a quality of life thing, if you mean, like these things are kind of hard and not really fast.
Yeah, I always find it difficult to clap that one together. And also, I forget that there's this
lever.
release lever thing on the back. But I like it. I think that the viewfinder is brighter than mine. And we did a test the other day, actually, when we were cleaning the cameras. Misty came over and helped me clean my old Rolleiflex or Rolleicord. I'm so sorry. And
Oh no, you triggered some people.
I know. But we were then comparing the brightness of the viewfinders, and I like this one. I think it looks really nice, and I also think that the lens has a sort of an old characteristic to it that's really beautiful.
To be honest, I haven't seen any pictures
Yeah.
of it yet. I just tried one film, and it seems to work fine. So this time we are actually just shooting some old expired film. It's like expired, like the times the people think about when they go demonstrate on the streets today. So this is from 2015. I think yours as well.
Oh yeah.
It's Kodak.
That's when the coronavirus was created in Wuhan.
Yeah.
I put in a time capsule.
Yeah, and I think
Fine
with this time we can try to get it out there in order to spread for the people, so they have some grounds for that. But it's like a T-Max version 400. It's called TMY. I don't know if they still produce it.
Oh yeah, it's 400. That's true. I never shot 400 in the Rolleicord until now.
Yeah,
It's a pretty bright day, so we're gonna be like at
yeah, it's a very good way to test out your Rolleicord.
22 all day long.
If it's
You don't have to say it like a dig.
Yeah.
We might also even try to use these the way that, because photojournalists used to use these cameras, and they would shoot like this instead of looking down into the lens. They would look through like a really primitive viewfinder. So we might even try that out today and see if we get anything that's in focus whatsoever. So that's it. That's the plan for today.
Happy shooting.
Happy shooting.
a small recap of the first 10 minutes. They haven't started yet walking, and I think they are more interested in our cameras than they are against what they are protesting here. They are kind of distracted. We distract them for the cause, for the better cause maybe. Let's see.
And I'm loading film the whole time.
Yeah, he's cheating now, but that's okay because the sun is out and the film is 400. So, sorry we couldn't keep our promise.
But I may put it in later when it gets darker again. Being a photojournalist in the 40s sucked, man. It's a pain in the ass.
Platz bitte auch auf den Schienen aufstellen. Bitte Abstände einhalten. Bitte auf den Schienen aufstellen. Wir sind hier, wir sind raus, weil man uns die Freiheit raubt. Wir sind hier, wir sind raus, weil man uns die
mit den Arsch stecken sollen. So sieht's aus, ja, die ganzen Pharma-Lobbyisten, die ganzen Bilderbergern, Freimaurern, die können sich nämlich selbst irgendwie ihre Spritze in den Arsch stecken. Das machen sie aber nicht, weil sie immun sind, so. Ja, und die ganzen Politikerdarsteller, die ganzen Bauleiter, so, die sind alle...
Mach die Straße frei! 3, mach die Straße frei! 1, 2, mach die Straße frei! Liebe Polizei, ihr habt doch auch Kinder, Mama und Papa, lasst uns laufen, kommt! Wir sind Menschen, wir sind lieb, guck mal, wir stehen, gebt Stand. Lasst uns laufen!
Die Polizei hat jetzt entschieden, dass wir uns auch aufteilen auf die Straßenbahnlinie. Hier, wo zu viel ist, auf der rechten Seite auf der Straße, bitte mal rüber auf die Straßenbahngleise verteilen, sodass wir alle genug Abstand einhalten können und unseren Vormarsch weiter absolvieren können. Dankeschön. Alle mal weiter rübergehen. Und vorne ist auch noch ein bisschen mehr Platz auf den Gleisen.
Well, actually, I have to say and be honest that I'm a bit disappointed. First of all, they seem to have stopped like after not even 50 meters, so it's not really a protesting march. And the other thing is that like the people here are so diverse and in their thoughts, and it's quite interesting. I mean, some people are trying to talk us into stuff or just ramble about anything, but they are more interested in our cameras. So it's like, I don't know, we should have switched the title for like photographing antique thoughts with antique cameras, because they are so interested in it. So actually I'm not sure how this turns out, because many people are not really engaging. Is behind the cameraman any comments on the current situation?
Well, I don't know. I think it's actually, I'm not so disappointed because I think there's a lot of characters here with great faces to photograph, and they're all standing still and they all expect to be photographed. Here's a guy who I photographed earlier, or actually I wanted to photograph earlier, and he said he didn't want to be in the internet, but now he's doing an interview for somebody. There's not a lot of action, that's for sure, but a lot of interesting faces, and they're all standing still because they got nowhere to go.
Yeah, okay, I'm on with you with that point.
I am your man. I am your God.
Wir haben keinen Bock mehr. Frieden, Freiheit, keine Diktatur. Frieden, Freiheit, keine Diktatur. Frieden, Freiheit, keine Diktatur.
Aber ihr und ganz viele machen es auch. Sag euch mal was, ich stehe seit Mai. Seit Mai stehe ich hier jeden Tag. Der Block da vorne, der wird uns auch noch freigeben.
Also der Joel hat ja gerade gesagt, die Polizei macht gar nichts gegen die Antifa da vorne. Wenn die Polizei gar nichts macht, nimmt sie nicht ihre Aufgabe wahr, unsere angemeldete Route abzusichern. Das ist illegal. Und deswegen meine ich, wir sollen den Joel, ich habe schon mal mit ihm gesprochen, auffordern, wir müssen weitergehen. Das ist keine Provokation. Wenn wir langsam vorrücken, dann merkt die Polizei, wir fallen nicht auf diese Art und Weise, die wollen uns hier festsetzen, ja? Wir fallen da nicht drauf rein, wir wollen unsere Demonstration zu Ende führen.
Danke.
Es gibt mehrere Proteste, Demonstrationen in Deutschland. Das hier sind jetzt Live-Bilder, die uns erreichen aus Frankfurt. Allerdings Bilder der Gegendemonstrierenden. Rund 2000 Teilnehmer sind ja angekündigt, aufgerufen von dem Bündnis Querdenken 6.9. Das sind Gegner der Corona-Politik und Gegendemonstrierende, die hier, wie wir sehen, von der Polizei mit Wasser beschossen werden.
So Lars, what are we doing?
Like our resume or from now on?
At this very moment, what are we doing?
Washing hands, very important. Cleaning our cameras and eating some cake maybe.
So we're done with the demo for today?
Yeah, I think so. I heard enough.
Don't vlog on your bikes, kids.
Yeah, it's dangerous to go outside and walk.
If you vlog on a bike, at least wear a mask, okay, kids? Good talk. I'm not filming. I got it. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And one of the bottles of wine. Oh, that's so gross looking. Oh my god, it's incredible.
Also entweder noch halt so in Richtung dann Leipzig oder so.
I need some sugar now.
Oh, geez. Didn't even see your cake. This is echt awesome.
Ich bin etwas verwundert.
So, how was your cake, Lars?
The cake was delicious and very creamy.
What
How was
cake
yours?
did you have?
I had the cream pie.
Oh yeah,
And you?
I've heard of that.
What was your cake?
I had the chocolate crack. That was honestly one of the best cakes of my entire life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Coming to the topic of being exhausted. Why are you exhausted?
Yeah. Apparently it's exhausting to be a photojournalist, actually.
I have to say personally, I'm not used to this camera,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not used to shoot outside the streets anymore because it took a while to get used to.
Why not anymore? What do you mean?
Well, I haven't done it recently, so
Oh, okay.
I'm just a bit rusty.
Yeah.
And then seeing, like, just hearing all this bullshit. Sorry, it's
Yeah, you said it was harder. I didn't notice. I just turned off my German brain, and I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't hear what many people were saying. I was also just scanning and looking for faces.
yeah, I couldn't turn it off, and that's why maybe I got a bit depressed seeing so many people looking like your aunt or your uncle saying crappy stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I think photography-wise, you were very much right that the subjects were quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what this camera might have brought us today.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't participate in the challenge, but it was too bright.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put the 400 speed in. But I didn't have that feeling about what people were saying. I had it a few times if I were to look at their signs and see that they had written Diktatur or...
Meinungsfreiheit, blah blah blah.
Yeah. And I had that feeling when... so there was one moment toward the end where they shot the water cannon at the Antifa people who were trying to block the street, actually.
Yeah.
And then all of the Corona deniers or Corona protesters started cheering. And that felt really crappy to be standing in the group of people
Yeah.
that were cheering for something that I was against. My favorite part of the day was seeing those Antifa protesters all like with their arms locked together,
Yeah.
dripping wet from the water cannon. And yeah, it really actually, I got emotional looking at them.
I also feel like when you are in the crowd photographing and also walking with them, it feels difficult to me because you add the numbers for them, kind of.
What do you mean?
The numbers get added up there. Like you are part of the demonstration,
Yeah.
counted or from a viewer from behind.
Yeah.
But your heart is somewhere else. But you don't want to participate in the demonstration.
Yeah.
So So when they cheered, I also felt a bit horrible because I mean, what are they cheering for? Like, not for their own freedom of speech, but only against those people who also have quite a point of staying there and protesting against the demonstration.
Yeah.
Well, that got quite political.
That's good. But I didn't think. I don't know. I still didn't feel like anyone would assume that I was a part of the protest just because we had all the cameras on, and we also weren't walking with them. We were moving much more freely than the people in the parade.
I was expecting more contradiction or like questions. I mean, they asked us where does this come up? Like, do you put it in the internet?
No matter what your political beliefs are, people love these cameras.
Yes, exactly. So what I said earlier, like we have antique cameras and they have antique thoughts. Just to say the joke again. I just wanted to ask, I just wanted to say that it's interesting. So many people coming up to us and like asking us, like, "Well, oh wow, you're still shooting film. How cool!" So if you want to be discreet, don't use these cameras. I mean, maybe.
But I think it was good in a way because it disarmed them. They weren't like hostile in any way.
Well, yeah.
And it was a bit. I don't know, I felt more at ease taking their picture when they didn't feel a sort of hostility toward me. Although there were a few times where it wasn't hostility, it was more like they were looking at me thinking, the vibe that I got was, what the hell are you doing? Why are you
And it doesn't look press. So if you have a telelens or something like that and shooting someone right in the face, this is completely different. So, I mean, we didn't look really like we would fit into that group. Also, so it's kind of like an interesting point where that it really depends on what camera you have, what you shoot with.
Yeah.
You completely get different reactions probably.
Yeah. We also saw that guy Hannes, who's actually a photojournalist compared to us cake eaters.
He got really into the crowd, into the police force.
I stopped to take a picture of this woman who was lighting a cigarette. And then Hannes was gone. And the minute we got around the corner was when the shit was hitting the fan. And Hannes was there in the middle of it the whole time. And I guess after we left, because after we left, it also seemed like it was getting pretty crazy.
Yeah,
so,
police were rushing to the spot.
Yeah. If you like protest pictures, I would really recommend that you follow Hannes because every demo that I've ever been to in Frankfurt, also for ones for causes that I believed in, he was there, and he's a great photographer and somebody that really combines his political beliefs with photography. So if that's something you're interested in, check him out. Yeah. Thanks for coming along, Misty. You want to do a last bump?
Bump.
Wir sagen aber natürlich wir. Ich bitte die Polizei, die gesamte Versammlungsfläche für alle Teilnehmer freizugeben. Wir haben als Versammlungsfläche das gesamte Areal bis zum Großmarkt. Ich möchte, dass alle sich bitte Richtung Großmarkt verteilen und dass die Polizei dies ermöglicht, damit wir unsere Versammlung fortsetzen können. Danke.
Nazi, Nazi, sei nicht dumm! Folgt dem Führer, bring dich um!
Ich habe Anzeigen gemacht, keine kriminelle Fall.
Besser gesagt, außerhalb der Kinder.
Also, stell dich kurz vor. Mein Name ist Sabine Tegel. Ich bin Hausärztin und Mutter von 3 Kindern. Ich stehe hier. Weil ich mir große Sorgen um den Zustand
Ja, da die neuen Faschisten für die ganze. Nein, das ist Tatsache.
Möchten Sie bitte den Abstand von 1,50 Wir sind rein nach dem Haus.
Alle Personen, die sich jetzt hier noch versammeln, entfernen Sie sich jetzt!
So how's it going? I'm a bit scared actually.
Nochmal die Durchsage der Polizei an alle Personen, die sich hier versammeln. Entfernen Sie sich jetzt!
Ja, ich sehe es. Wir können es jetzt nur so weit decken, wie wir es packen.
Foto-Nerds.
You are angry, you are if you are angry, you search the truth. It doesn't matter, because you are always on my mind. Sunshine is always going down on you. That one woman in the demonstration, she was telling me like 10 times, like, please tell the truth, wherever you come from, wherever you post everything from press or lying, you know the truth, post the truth. But then I thought, well, hell no, I'm a photographer. I just show pictures. They're not showing the truth. That was my end of the line.